All right, g'day. This is Ray, aka kiwibuenosaires. Look, I want to welcome you here. We're going to go live, break down LEV AI's most powerful tools, the same AI systems that are reshaping how entrepreneurs, creators, and business owners connect with their audiences. Now, in this live stream, you'll learn how to, train your My AI. That's MY/AI writer to speak in your voice. Key. Build smart businesses that and your product profiles therein. Generate instant social accounts and posts that convert for you. So it's going to get you closer to your audience. Navigate the LEV AI dashboard like a pro. Also, we're going to show you how to go about training your AI twin during an onboarding for faster results. Okay, so this isn't theory. This is something that's already live. This is step-by-step training that comes direct from the company that you can use today to save time, scale smarter, and stay out of the noisy atmosphere about all this digital stuff that's happening in the world. So you don't want to just watch AI. Go a little bit deeper than just using AI to create kitten videos or whatever. You want to get ahead of the curve. This is a really good way to do it. If you're a network marketer, this is really, really key. I'm terrible at network marketing. My teams, we're real individuals doing our own thing, but using these tools, this thing has exploded really, really quickly, and I want to share some of these systems with you. So I want to go back to this screen here. I don't know if you can see it. Let's just see if I can share this with you. Where we're going to do this. All right. So this basically says, this is the first section. If you ever wished that your AI knew your voice better, solved. In this session, in this short training video, they'll show you how to train and update My AI writer so that it sounds like you, from your own brand tone to storytelling style. You'll unlock the power of content that feels personal and not robotic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share you this screen, and this particular session is about 7 minutes long. So I'm going to put myself off to the side and enjoy this training.
Learn how to train My AI Writer. When you went through the onboarding experience, you answered a series of questions. All of those questions were used to develop a special profile that I'm going to show you. And if you ever want to go in and edit any of the responses that you're getting, you're going to go to this specific place. There's two ways to get there. The first is with these quick links here. We have Train My AI Writer. Or you could go over to the Manage My AI section in the navigation over here, the little business briefcase over here. And you have three options. You have the Train My AI, you have My AI Chat, and you have business or product profiles. So we're going to go into Train My AI. Now here you'll see it's already populated information based on what I provided during my onboarding. It has my name. You can add your additional details, your nickname, but there's already things that are populated here. It already has the owner of the dance studio, which was something that I provided during my onboarding questions. And it also has why I like my job. Again, another question that came up during my onboarding. Now you can see that there's a few other sections here that we haven't filled out. So these are things that we could add additional details if we wanted these things to show up in other places throughout the LEV AI experience. So if we ever want to talk about things about our family or additional information we'd like to share about our family, we can put it here. And then when we're going and using features like My AI Social or any of the AI writing features throughout the entire LEV AI platform, it could call on information that I provide here. You could also share a few facts or stories about our background, culture, or heritage if this was important to you and something that you'd like to share that you want again to show up in different places as you're using My AI. This is great additional detail you can provide. You can also scroll down and there's additional things we can add about any upcoming events, plans, or goals that you might want to share that you're working on in the next year. Now you'll see down here, it actually already has two things under goals and dreams. And you can see these two sections here. I had said that I wanted to grow my dance studio to over 100 students, and I said that I want to help my dance company win a national championship. I may have additional dreams or goals that I want to add here. They could be personal or professional, and I could just add them here. So here you can see I've just typed in, I want to climb Mount Everest, and then all I need to do is go ahead and hit add. Now it's added to my dreams and goals here, but you also see this X, this close section. All we need to do if we want to remove any of these details is we can just hit the X. So if there was something that you provided as a dream or a goal at the beginning that you no longer want to have or is not relevant anymore, all you have to do is click that X. Now we also want to make sure we go up and we want to hit save. And here it's saying that it needs a last name. And we're going to hit save. And it's going to update and train my AI again with this new information. Now, there's other sections here too, not just the learn about me, there's also think like me. And you can see some of my interests that I shared at the beginning of my training are also here, like tap dancing, vegan food, all of these were things that I supplied during my initial onboarding. Now, let's say there's additional things that I want to add, like I also love jazz music. I can go ahead, type it, and hit add. And if I realize that I don't want any of these things related to my LEV AI profile or any of the responses that I'm getting, I can always go ahead and I can just X something out. You can see I also have popular figures. And here they've actually added a few additional ones that I didn't add in my initial onboarding. Well, that's okay because AI is going to expand and want to be able to create a more robust profile for us. So it actually recognized that Misty Copeland, who's a famous ballerina, was someone that I might like as a popular figure. I didn't specify that I liked Misty during my onboarding, but again, LEV AI is creating a more expanded profile just based on those few simple questions that we answered. So we could go in here and we may decide that we don't like those specific artists that it added, and we could add new artists instead. So you can always go ahead and you can add more. It doesn't have to just be 5, but you can easily remove anything that you don't like. And again, here down where our favorite books, movies, music, and sports, it has a few things here that looks good, but I also want to add ice skating. Now we also have this section that's Write Like Me, and this should look familiar as part of your onboarding training that we made some selections. So let's say that we've realized that, you know what, it's coming out that my AI social posts that are being written are a little bit too funny. So I want to turn this dial down. Or I could say, I also want to just make my writing a little bit more formal. So I could dial this up. You can make any adjustments here. And again, remember to always hit save so that these updates can be made throughout your entire profile and everything is captured. This was one of those optional questions during the onboarding training. So here I can just write additional details. Now that I've understood how it's going to show up in my profile, I can add some additional details that says, I want to sound professional and confident. And then we were going to hit analyze instructions, and you'll see that your style descriptors are going to change over here. And again, if you're finding that you're not getting the exact result you want, maybe it's a little bit too energetic, then you make some adjustments here, and you could also remove energetic, and we could write empathetic here and hit add. Then we're going to go up and save. I like to save a lot just to make sure that everything's being captured. And here we have brand me. This is a really cool section because it's actually creating a slogan and a story and a personality analysis just based on those first few questions that I answered. So you can go through here, and these are all text fields. So you can go ahead and you can remove anything or you can type anything you like. It recognized that I owned a dance studio, that I'm really interested in growing my dance studio, and that the dance studio is all about greatness. And down here in this story, this is really cool because I only gave it one sentence that I was a dance studio owner. And look at this amazing story that it created just by those few questions. So here it even says, I'm Catherine. I'm a proud owner of a thriving dance studio where I find immense joy in watching my students flourish. That was a much more eloquent and beautiful way of saying, I own a dance studio and I want my students to grow. So you can see it's actually created this whole story based on my information. This is great copy that you can use. And then it also has this personality analysis. And this is a combination, again, of my goals and everything that it analyzed in one place for a personality analysis. I'm going to hit save. And that completes